Hello, Kelly DeMarco here. Wow. Ever have one of those days where you feel like you just look old? I feel like that today. That's what waking up at 4:30 a.m. and listening to your husband not feeling so well because he's sick from chemotherapy meds or dialysis. I'm not sure what it is, but he wasn't doing so well this morning, and I was trying to squeeze in time for myself last night, which meant that I got to bed late, which means today my bags under my eyes are, larger than life, but oh well. I'm out enjoying a beautiful walk. It's Wednesday. I thought it was Tuesday, but it's actually Wednesday. We had a holiday on Monday, so it's making the week move along faster than I thought it was. And I just saw the coolest thing. I'm on this meadow trail by my work. You can hear the sounds of the city. You can probably also hear the sounds of nature. It's super therapeutic to come out here. And there was a coyote. I waved to him and he ducked himself back into the woods, but it was really cool to see. So I want to talk a little about this thing that I have kind of woven into some of my videos, which I talk a lot about my feelings about climate change and my feelings about our inaction. But the thing that I want to talk about today is that I read this really interesting article yesterday in a publication called The Gist, and I forget the name of the author, but it basically was saying that in America, people think other people aren't concerned about climate change, and people think that other people don't really care so much about aggressive climate policy, but in reality, what's true is that anywhere from 60 to 80% of people within our country, oh, that's loud, really want aggressive climate policy and are very concerned about climate change. And so what that means is if you're concerned and you're wondering if people around you are concerned, or you're afraid to talk about it because you're not sure if they're concerned, what's real is that more than likely they are concerned and share the concern that you have. And so, we're in this moment of crisis, and a crisis moment, just like when Tim got diagnosed with cancer, his numbers were indicating a serious health crisis, if we don't act now, I'm gonna die kind of crisis. And if you talk to most scientists, they'll tell you that about our planet. If we don't act now, the window is narrowing way more quickly than any of us imagined, and things are looking okay in many parts of the world, and things are looking not okay in many parts of the world. But if you're in a part of the world where things are looking okay, we are the ones that need to act, because people who are in parts of the world where things are not okay, they don't have the bandwidth to act. It is too late for them. I mean, they have to act because their hand is forced, because the changes are upon them. But for those of us in parts of the world where we have, the bandwidth to act because things are somewhat okay still, we really need to act swiftly. And the thing that I'm super passionate about is helping people align their passion with climate action. And I'm really speaking to you if you are somewhere in the middle of your life and you've invested time and energy and resources in cultivating skill sets. You're passionate about things. You've cultivated skills through study or through life experience. You've kind of traveled a bit on this planet, and you've got a lot to offer. And I think we're most effective at something when we're passionate about it. And in the climate arena, there are so many ways to act. There's so many things that one can do to take action. In the course of my own life, action for me has looked like riding my bicycle through the Andes for 6 months. It's looked like starting a nonprofit to raise environmental awareness about trash specifically. It's looked like cleaning up trash. It's looked like learning mindfulness practices and really helping people connect with their body and with like a source of peace inside for an internal sense of stability. It's looked like helping to start a green team and taking over leadership of the green team. And it's looked like joining forces with Wisconsin health professionals for climate action and occupational therapists for climate action or for environmental action. And starting a farm with my family of 4. You know, we started a farm 5 years ago. And so there's really no limit to like what climate action can look like. And I think the value of crisis and the value of like really connecting in with your feelings about climate change, like there's huge value in that, because when we actually turn into our fear, when we turn into our concern and our worry and our angst, like there's huge amounts of energy there. And within that energy, like there's just a whole bunch of opportunity for us to take action. Like it's fuel for action. And, you know, I created a course that really starts with like step 1 is like, where are you at and what are you feeling and how in touch with your feelings are you? And I've had some people say, you know, I'm not really tuned into my level of concern for the climate. Like I know it's there, but I don't really feel it on a day-to-day basis, you know. And then when they do a little deeper work, it's like, holy shit, I actually feel this all the time. I just stay busy so that I don't have to really feel it. And that's a dangerous, it's normal, like it's normal to distract ourselves, but it's dangerous because the planet and our future generations and many in our present generation, like need us to take action right now. Like, you know, we don't have time to wait, but we also, you know, things like recycling and composting, those are helpful, they're great, but I think a lot of times what those things do is helps, like it makes us even more aware of the problem, because you're collecting trash and recycling, and you realize like there's no end. And then you're like ultra aware of the volumes of waste that you produce and the problem that it is. So I really believe that within each of us is, you know, like so much resource for powerful action. And I think when we really start to tune into like how concerned we are, that we'll find fuel there. We'll find like the internal resource and the fire to like turn around and, you know, pull from that to participate and engage in action that is more impactful. We'll be more inclined to have the conversations that will help inspire and move and affect change around us. And that's really like at the core of my desire, is to help ignite and inspire that kind of action that's really embedded in the things that we're passionate about. That's, you know, if you're a school teacher and you love to teach, like doing it in that arena. If you like to bike, you know, do it in the arena of cycling. If you, you know, a few years back, one of the Milwaukee Brewers baseball players had a passion for waste, and he was actually an environmental sciences major in school, and he got the whole team to like switch to, you know, reusable water bottles in the dugout, and it was like wipe out waste in the dugout was, I think, the headline of the newspaper. But like that could be, that could have easily gone viral and been a pitch to the whole state of Wisconsin. It could have been a pitch to the whole, country of baseball players. So I really believe that we're living in a time where, like, we each hold the keys to powerful change, and each of us will play a certain role in it, and it's going to look different for each of us. And I think we'll have some really huge clues about what that is if we turn into our feelings around the issues of climate change, and then from there turn around and start taking the steps that are meaningful to us. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do like different posts on what action and activism can look like and how to be creative about it, and different steps that have been like powerful for me to take to help me engage in activism that is also like sustainable and in alignment with a busy life. Wearing lots of hats. I'm 52, I'm a mom, I'm a farmer and homesteader, I'm an occupational therapist, I'm a rehab manager, I lead different things. And I'm not saying these things to toot my horn in any way. I'm saying them because I really believe, like, if I can do this, if I can walk this walk doing all the things that I do, I know you can too. I know that there is a way, and our planet needs your activism. Our planet needs your special, like, whatever it is that you're here to contribute to it. And so that's my message for today. And there's going to be a whole lot more coming along those lines, because that's really what I'm passionate about, and I really want to speak about it as much as I can. So if any one person who's listening to this feels inspired from what I've said, then I feel like I've done my job. And but I'm not quitting. I'm going to keep going. I just got an email today to get my ducks in a row for my TEDx talk coming up. So that's on my radar, and I don't know, maybe I'm just talking right now to get ready for that. So thanks for listening. Message me if you want. Chime in chime in here, and I'd love to engage with you. And just thanks for being here. Peace.